Good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday, May 28th, 2023. And my name is Amy Williams, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate that. I'm excited about what we're going to do today. It's a little bit of a fun fold. I don't do fun folds very often because sometimes they make me nervous. But this one I really like, and I'm really excited about it. I wanted to let you know before we get started that Stampin' Up! Is having a sale on June 1st, 2023. Their DSP Designer Series paper is going to be 15% off. It is only for that very first, just that one day, June 1st. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would see anything you would like to order, or you want to get in on that sale, please go down to the link below. There's a link to my website. I would love to have you as a customer. There's also a way to subscribe to my newsletter, but if you could also like and subscribe to this channel, I would greatly appreciate that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and flip the camera. I'm going to show you what we're doing, kind of show you how I kind of got things thought about, and then get going. Here we go. Let me flip it. Okie dokie. Here we go. All right. So the first thing I do when I do a fun fold is I do it with copy paper. And I wanted it to kind of go like this. And so I do it like that just because I'm not wasting my good paper. So that's my first iteration. I knew I wanted to do that. So I wanted it to be kind of fun to where it opened like this. All right, so this was the first one I did. I used Timeless Arrangements, and I'm using the Bright and Beautiful paper, which I think this paper is absolutely gorgeous. So here, I'm not going to show you all the pieces because that could, take a while. But I will kind of flip through it for you so you can kind of see. It uses some really pretty colors, and I love a lot of them. I mean, I think every paper in here, every piece of paper has one that I just absolutely love. And ending with this one, which is probably my favorite. All right, so there's that. All right, so this is the first iteration I did, and I was like, I like it. I just don't think this works right. So I decided, I kind of flipped through my dies, and I remembered about the artistic dies, and they go with this stamp set right here called Artistically Inked. And here they are. So here is the dies. Here are the dies. And I originally thought this was what I totally wanted to do. I wanted, that to go kind of on the top and on the bottom like that. And so I made one. And this is what I came up with. I did this one, okay, with Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. And I was like, oh, yeah, I do like that. But let's see about the other one. So I was like, I kind of like that flower one too. But I couldn't use it all. So I did this Happy Birthday. Now I'm going to open it up for you, and I'm going to show you what not to do. Here we go. Don't stamp on the back and turn it over, because then when they open it, they're going to see what you did. Now that I'm looking at this, I think you could also put the paper here. So you could also do that. I'm not doing that today, but you could do that. So I did that one. This is using bubble gum, bubble bath, sorry. So then I liked this, but I still love that striped paper from the first one. So then this is what I came up with for the card for today. Kind of took the elements of those. I used still used this. I did thanks, and you can open it just like this, okay? I kind of figured out my mistakes as I went, and so I think this is what, I really like this card. So this is what I decided to kind of go with. And I may make a change on the background color. I wanted you to see. I'm going to show you some things before I make that decision and let you know kind of how my brain sometimes works. So let's start by deciding what paper I'm going to use. And I'm going to use this paper this time. I kind of chose to switch it around a little bit. And this is the paper I'm going to use. And I'm going to look at it on 3 different colors just to kind of show you how things can look different. So this one, you could put it like this. This is Berry Burst. It can go like this. It can also go like that. Okay. So you could do that one. I do like that, but I used Berry Burst last week, so I thought, oh, I don't know. So this is the bubble bath, and to me, that brightens it up quite a bit. You could do it either way. That brightens it up. Or you could use the Misty Moonlight, which I love that too. And again, you could do it both ways. And I'm having a hard time deciding. I'm not going to lie to you. This just gives it a totally different look, I think. So I think I'm going to go with the bubble bath. I love the Berry Burst too. It gives it a lot different look, but I'm going to use some Berry Burst paper. But let's just go for broke and do it totally different. All right. So I'm going to start by scoring this one right here. So I'm going to get my stamping paper trimmer. Oh my goodness. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put my glasses on, because if I don't, then I'm not going to know what I'm doing. I'm going to score this at 2 and then 2 ticks in, which is, 14/16. And I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to score it. The light gray is your scoring. And I'm going to score this here. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to do the same thing. 2 ticks in, 14/16. Okay. And then I've got that. So I've got a score on each side. So this, I'm not going to put this away yet, because I'm going to go ahead and fold it in. Okay. And I'm going to make sure, and I can see that kind of, do you see how I've got that off a little bit? I don't like that. It kind of makes me angry at myself. I will not lie. All right, so I'm going to do that and straighten that one up, okay, because I don't want to mess it up. But I can see that these aren't going to exactly go. So I'm going to take this one, because in my mind, that one looks a little bit longer, and I'm going to shave off a tick or two, okay, like maybe a 1/16 of an inch. See how little bit of that is? I think I just got my measurements off a little bit, and now you can see that this is like this. And that makes me happy, because it's going to close a lot easier, okay? So I've got my paper cut, and I've got this paper. Now these are cut at 5 1/4 by 1 15/16. Okay, so almost 2, 1 tick away from 2. So do I want it like this? Okay, so we're going to look at it. Okay, so if I do it like this, I could have the pinks on the top. I like that. Or I could do the pinks on the bottom, which for some reason to me, that looks more right. So I'm going to have the pinks on the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on. All right, so let's get those on. And if you needed to see that, 5 1/4 by 5 1/16. Okay. I'm going to get that on just like that. I like it on the pink. I think that looks nice. It gives it a totally brighter, kind of cheerier look, and I kind of like that. I think that's awesome. Okay, so there we go. All right, so I've got that done. Now I'm going to really turn this over, and I'm going to really make sure that I have this good and scored so that it stays closed, okay? All right, there we go. All right, now I'm going to I used the Country Corner dies, and I love these dies. They have a stamp set that goes with them, but they come in all these sizes, okay? So I used, where's the other one? There it is. Okay, I used not the first one, the second, third, and fourth one, okay? So I'm going to pull those up if I can get them up. Ooh, all right. All right, so here's what I did, and I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I'm going to show you on here because I've got it right there. Okay, So what I did was I made one that was kind of too thick. So my white uses this one, right? My white uses that one, and I cut that out. Then what I did on the blue, or on the Misty Moonlight, was I took this one right here, and then I took this larger one and put it right here. Now, if you are an Ohio Bucks fan, this is like your O, I think. So I think definitely that's what you want to do. So I did that. I took a piece of Post-it tape and I ran it through my machine. Okay. Then I took that off and I put this one down onto Berry Burst with this one. Okay. So I did that like that. I eyeball everything, and then I did that, and I ran it through to get this piece. Okay. I wanted a little mat for it, so that's why I did that. Okay. So that is what I did for that. All right. Now, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this onto here. Okay. And I'm going to actually use liquid glue for this. So here we go. Just to kind of get that going. I just need a little bit, y'all. You please don't go crazy with the glue. I always tell my stamp club, you know, you don't need that much. Oh, you don't need that much because this is good glue. I mean, come on, it is good glue. And it stays very well. All right, so I'm going to glue that on there like this. So pretty. Okay, now I've already cut this out, all right? And you can see it's got that little one right there. I'm going to pull that out real quick. And if you have a take your pick tool, okay, this is something you can get for it. It's magnetized. Okay, so you can get one of these brushes, okay, to put on there. And then what you do is you lay this on here and you roll it and get all of the little pieces that may not have come out. And if it doesn't work, you just take your little take your pick tool. Take your pick tool, and this little guy is like, all right, like that, okay? I'm not really worrying about these because I'm actually going to cut this flower off, okay? I don't need him, all right? All right, so there's that. And if you will notice, this is a new, I'm going to put that like that. This is a new part of the Take Your Pick tool. There's a new add-on that you can get. You can add this, which is a perforator. How cool is that? You just roll it down there and it's perforated. It has an X-Acto blade, which I use all the time. So I was really glad to get that. I have a really old Stampin' Up! One. And then it has this, because this can also help you kind of get out those little pieces. And another even, I think, sharper, thinner one. Yep, look how much thinner that is than this. So this is a great little add-on to your Take Your Pick tool. I know I love my Take Your Pick tool. I thought it was a silly purchase at the beginning. It's like, I don't need that. And now that I have it, I'm like, oh, I need that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do with this. Let me make sure I'm in the thing. We're gonna cut this flower out. So I'm gonna cut it here. And I didn't do this beforehand because I wanted you to see me do it, okay? I'm just cutting it out. Now, I may have to cut a little piece later off because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it, okay? All right, so I'm going to take this. This is part of the rose, so I don't want to miss that. Okay, that. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And then I have this adorable little piece right there. And I want this to go on here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. So what I learned the hard way is that you don't want anything on this side to be going over. It makes it darn near impossible to get this open and closed. Does that make sense? We're going to glue this down so it's okay. All right, so we're going to glue that down. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. Okay, glue that down only on this side. I'm just going to use my glue here, here, and here. And I'm going to put this just on this side, okay? Then I'm going to glue this on. And I don't want it to go, I don't really want it to go too far off the card because, you know, that's not great. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my little silicone mat out. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue right there. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this over. And I'm going to use my little sponge. Okay, and I'm going to dab this on. Okay. I'm going to dab it all over. This is the way I have found this works the best. Okay, so I'm going to dab that. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on here. But I don't want it to glue on that side. I think what I ended up doing was I think I did it. I don't have to think about what I did. Yeah, I think I did that. Okay. And that can come off, but this little piece right here needs to be clipped. Okay. Anything you have kind of hanging over needs to be clipped so that the other thing, so that this will do it. All right. All right. So we're going to let that dry a second and we're going to stamp on this. Now in Artistically Inked, they have a beautiful thanks. They have hello, best wishes, happy birthday. That's one thing I really like about this set. It's got some really good sentiments. But here's the thing. You have all of this room. If you have charming sentiments, beyond grateful, everything will be okay, that you've got all these that really will work on here. If you have wonderful thoughts, there's things you can add here that would fit on this. You can even fit that congratulations. I mean, I think you can fit almost all of these on this one. This is how I do it. This is how I figure it out if it works. And then also if you have timeless arrangements. I mean, these are smaller, so they would all fit on here. So you can do whatever you want. I was going to use thanks, but I think I'm going to use happy birthday since obviously I messed up that happy birthday a little bit earlier. So I'm going to take thanks off. And I think I'm going to do happy birthday because honestly, I really didn't think about that till I opened it earlier. Oopsie. So I'm going to put happy birthday there. And I'm going to kind of do it like that so it fits on there. Now, what color do I want to use? So I'm going to use Berry Burst, Misty Moonlight. I don't think I want to use Misty Moonlight. I think I want to use Berry Burst. I think I'm going to do that one. All right, so I'm going to do happy birthday. And let's hope that I can do it straight. Oh, I did do it. I did it straight. Yay! And if you want to, you can, I was going to blending brush this one, but I don't think I want to on this. I was going to do blending brushes around, but that's just not the way I think it's going to look good. So I'm going to put glue right here, or adhesive here on just this one side. I'm going to put this down and then I'm going to fit this right in it so that then you know that this will open and close. Okay, it opens and it closes, and that's exactly what you want it to do. And then I have a piece of paper right here, and if you wanted to do a flower and one of these flowers from the Artistically Inked right here, you absolutely could do that. I'm not going to try to do that today. I'm going to stick with what I was doing. Don't get crazy, Amy. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm just going to add this right here. Okay, put that here. Now this is a normal front side. This is 4.25 by 5.5. So this is your normal A1. Is an A1 card. So this is the normal side that is. And so I love this. Very happy with this. I'm gonna turn it over again and give it another little smoosh. Okay, I'm sure you can hear my dog in the background. It's very, very scary outside. Somebody actually got out of their car. That's all it is. That's the only thing he is griping about right now. Okay, so we can use these. We have these iridescent ones. I have these adorable little butterflies that I think are cute. But I also have these flat adhesive ones, this iridescent. And I'm going to be honest, I really like these. So I think this is what I'm going to use on this card. So I'm going to take these out. I'm going to move these out of the way. All right, and let me get this. Definitely have to have one here. Well, oh, no, I don't want it there. Come on. Here. And then let's use a smaller one right there. I think that looks very pretty. And then always I like to get the bottom. I want to kind of do these opposite of each other. Boom and boom. And then we'll do fly away. We're going to put him right here. And then I want to put one of them right here somewhere. I'm going to use this smaller one. Let's put it right in the center of the row. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always like to do odd numbers with that just because I think it looks better on your card. So here is my happy birthday card. I am so happy with this. I love the country borders. Again, you can kind of see some other ones I have done. This one. I did this one. And then we've got the thinking of you, which unfortunately I hate when it's a sympathy, you know, if I need it for sympathy. So he's kind of bent a little bit, but there are my cards. I hope you like them. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. I hope that you have a very safe and happy Memorial Day. And don't forget, June 1st, all Design Your Series paper is going to be on sale. So 15% off, which is great. I know I'm going to be stocking up. I'll probably get 2 more sets of this paper because I absolutely love it. And here's the thing, like look at this 2 of these cards. Everything is so similar, but the only thing I did differently was change that background paper well, obviously I changed this, but I think they make such a big difference in what they are, isn't it? Isn't that funny? It's just funny that they're so similar, but so different. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic week and take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week. All right, bye.